Okay, so before we start anything else, I really wanted to just clarify a few things today, because I just want to make sure there's no risk for misinterpretation or distortion of certain things that I've shared over this retreat. We've talked a lot about releasing attachments and some of the testing and challenges that can happen on the path, and as part of giving you a sense of that and giving you a sense of what we are training for and preparing for to be able to step up to in the future. I've used various examples around having to leave certain relationships behind, or having to make certain really drastic choices, such as between saving the whole planet or sacrificing your family. And these are the kind of choices that we see sometimes in movies, you know, with the superheroes got to choose between his girlfriend and the rest of the world, and all of that. And you know, I want to really make sure that no one hears me say that you have to do that now and go home and leave your partner or sell your house or move somewhere, or, you know, not have a house on the beach or any of that, because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you really want to move towards high level of mastery, and you are actually at that level of mastery, the universe will take care of whatever testing you need to go through. It's not about you trying to let go of certain things in your life just for its own sake, or just trying to create your own testing by choosing to sacrifice things in your life that don't need to be sacrificed. That's, you know, that would be completely unnecessary. And for the vast majority of people, the vast majority of the time, there is no need to make such drastic decision. And there is also a deep difference between clearing an attachment to something, letting go of that attachment, and letting go of that thing in itself. You don't have, if you're attached to a person in your life, in order to clear that attachment, you don't have to necessarily let that person go and take them out of the equation. You just have to clear your attachment. It has nothing to do with them. It's all about you and your needs, and you're hanging on and you're trying to make it fit within the little boxes of what role you want them to play for you. And it's not about letting go of all these things just to prove that you're not attached or anything like that, because even if you let go of something, you can still be attached to it. You can still lament it and be hanging on to it energetically, and, you know, it's not about any of that. It's just about being ready to co-create with the universe and to be able to choose love whenever the opportunities do present. And we have presented some quite challenging teachings in this retreat, a lot about stepping up and making the highest choice, making the ethical choice, and really clearing some of the kind of lower desires and needs of the creature and the personality. And you have to remember that this is not a Foundations retreat. Foundations retreat is where we tackle the more early teachings and the foundational teachings, which need to be revisited very regularly, because we need to constantly refine and renew the foundations upon which we build our process and our expansion and our evolution. But this is WESAC retreat, and so we are going to present some more advanced teachings. We are going to be more challenging. And you have to remember that WESAC brings with it the theme of stepping up into leadership. That's what WESAC's about. You know, it's about going through the initiations, whether you succeed or you stay on the same level. And it's about stepping up in order, sometimes down the road, and maybe it will be in 50 lifetimes. It doesn't have to be right now, but to be able to start giving back and serving as a leader in whatever expression you choose to do that, whenever the time comes and whenever you are ready. And so we will be presenting to you teachings that are about leadership and about what's necessary to step up in leadership and to play a role as a leader on whatever level you choose to do that, when you are ready, when you have gone through the training, when you have gone through the necessary learning. And so what we're teaching you doesn't mean that you have to go home and sacrifice everything and leave everyone behind and, you know, no longer want to be part of the world or part of humanity and do these big steps like this, because just go with the process that the universe is taking you through, and instead of fighting it and kicking and screaming, just raise the bar, compared to how you've done it. Take a step up through your own choices. And it's not about being drastic or doing things that are unnecessary. It's just about stop fighting the universe right here, right now. Because a lot of you, when you are presented with challenges in your life, or you are getting triggered into your ego and your mentor or other people in the group call you up on it, you're still disagreeing and kicking and screaming and insisting that you're right and all of that. And these are the kind of things that demonstrate that your commitment to fear in those moments is higher than your commitment to spirit. And it's a lot of simple ways like this that you can do it. But, we were just giving you a view of, all of you say, yes, I want to be a master. And, some people sometimes when they travel the spiritual path, I'm not saying that's necessarily the case here, think that maybe they are already a great master soul. They are really enlightened without really understanding the scope of the selflessness that is necessary to really achieve these high levels. And so we're just giving you an understanding of that and an understanding of the kind of journey that awaits you in the future, but it's not right now. And it's not up to you to create your own tests to try to prove something. Just let the universe do that. And simply when life challenges present to you, however they are, make the highest choice in those moments. Choose love in those moments. Choose the ethical choice in those moments. That's all there is. So we are not telling you to make any particular choice in your life, whether it's living a relationship or living a job or moving or selling anything. That this kind of decisions is completely up to you to make. No one can tell you to make those decisions. And the only reason that you would make those decisions in your life, you and no one else, is because it feels right in your heart. And you know in your heart that's the right thing for you to do. And no one else can know that for you. So I just wanted to make sure that that was very clear, so there's no misunderstanding in the room or the people doing the remote retreat. Because, sometimes there is filters and people hear certain things or interpret certain things in a way that makes it, something that it wasn't meant to be, or it wasn't expressed to be. So, yeah.